Hello everyone, it's me, Mary Mask. Hi! I have recorded this like thousands of times already, and I am gonna try to make this quicker because the last recordings I made were like 30-40 minutes long. You know, I'm a person that likes to talk, apparently, and you guys like to listen. But I need to deliver this video quickly because I got a bunch of other stuff to do. I can't speak. Milky, me corrige aqui, gato. Me fala como é que... Não vai embora não, Milky. Let's do this one last time. My name is Miles Morales. I was bitten by a radioactive spider, but you know the rest. Hello everyone, my name is Mary Mask. I was beaten. No, hold on. I lost. What was I saying? I watched Spider-Verse again just to give a little context. This movie is awesome. The second one, I love Spider-Gwen. The pink and bluish color palette, I like it. I think it's pretty. Welcome to another one of these series of mine where I talk to you about some artistic stuff and that's it. I have no name for this series yet. I was kind of thinking of naming it Mary's Artistic Diaries, but I think it's super goofy, so maybe I'll change it. And why am I back here? You know, last time I came here to talk to you guys, I was talking about the World Cup and stuff like that. And during this World Cup, a bunch of stuff happened to me artistically, and I wanted to share it with you guys. For starters, I finally got my PC back because I was using my notebook for over a year, and I was so happy that I was with my computer. My setup was all done, but then my computer started having problems, and I had to fix it, and I had to delay a bunch of stuff. So that's why this video took so long to make. Yeah, computer problems. Technology sometimes doesn't work. But apparently things are working, and hopefully it continues like that because I got a bunch of stuff to do. Seriously, a bunch of stuff to do. And another thing, you probably have seen it, the animation test that I made for the Player's Fate. Yes, I took the Drake Josh meme, the Brazilian dub, and I made. You'll see. Let me play the better version for you.
Drake,
Que foi?
cadê a porta?
Vai ser aí, ué, não tá vendo o desenho da porta?
Você devia ter cortado com a serra elétrica!
Eu vou cortar.
É mesmo?
É.
Então vai pegar a serra elétrica.
Tá, eu vou. Eu já saquei.
Ah, não brinca!
I needed to make an animation test for the Player's Fate because during this time of the World Cup, I was thinking about a lot of artistic stuff related things. Sorry if my English is kind of funny. It happens sometimes. You know, I kind of made a realization. I made a lot of digging through old drawings and old files of the Player's Fate, and I actually realized that the Player's Fate is 5 years old, with the anniversary being the June 2nd, 2021. And that kind of made me think, okay, maybe I should hurry things to get delivered to you guys. And I made this little test because I wanted to test to see if I could do the animation in a way that I am comfortable with and that is doable. And I kind of named this style cinematic graphic novel because the characters don't move much. It's pretty much just keyframes, but the amount of detail, like lighting and shadow wise, eu sinto o shadow no do Neida. It increases depending on the importance and seriousness of a scene. Kind of like a graphic novel, that's why I'm calling it like that. And I kind of like it. I made the background in Photoshop in a high resolution. The lip sync and the keyframes, I made them on Animate, and I did the whole composition of the scene, and I added a little bit of spark to it on After Effects, and it worked. I liked it a lot, and I'm very happy with the reception. You guys also liked it apparently, and yeah, I'm gonna try to bring more tests like that. And I think that's how, for like common dialogues, the animation on the Player's Fate will be like. Like I said, for more serious scenes, the amount of shading and lighting will increase, but like that's what I can do for now. And still talking about the Player's Fate, I am happy to announce that all of the voices of the characters of the main cast and also additional voices for the Player's Fate has been selected, and I will be making a video featuring all the voice actors, both for the Brazilian version and the American version, American English version, America, United States of America. Nah, Milky, my cat is here recording with me to remind me to speak quickly. Everyone is so nice. You guys will love them. Seriously, everyone is amazing and very talented, and you will get to see them real soon. The video is a bit simple. It's more like them saying, hello, my name is Milky and you're watching Disney Channel. Stuff like that. But I thought it would be a nice way so you could meet the people who are voicing the characters, because the voicing part of the Player's Fate would be a big deal. You know, as I said, I was having issues with my computer not working and stuff like that. Because of that, I had to delay a bunch of stuff, but hopefully the video will come out soon. I don't don't know if it'll come out in July still, because it will take me a little longer to make a little bit. It'll probably be around in the beginning of August, because I had to delay a bunch of stuff. Oh, this computer has been stressing me out. And also, very quickly, I wanted to mention that I'm very happy with the posts that I made for the Player's Fate. I really liked the idea of making it tilted. Like, I wanted to make it a bit more artistic thing than just floating heads like every single poster out there. And I liked it. Okay, but now let's go to the actual point of this video, because during the World Cup, I kind of had an artistic revelation. O Milk vai sair. Eu vou abrir a porta pra ele. Tadinho. Eu não quero ficar aqui com essa doida gravando vídeo, não. But you know, I also had a kind of an artistic revelation in this World Cup, and I realized that, you know, let me give you a little context. I started a screenwriting course online. Maybe you Brazilian folks know it. The name is EBAC. I don't know. I wanted to give it a shot, and I've been enjoying the course so far. It was like very fun, and the very first activity we had to do was to think of original characters. And like, I kind of already do have original characters. I just never talked about them in the channel before, because I don't know if it's because I thought they were not good enough or because I needed to polish some things more. But I've been thinking, you know, my channel has been going on for 6 years and I still don't have any finished products. But what I do have is the making of stuff, you know. And I think you guys, maybe if you're here, maybe you like seeing the productions, you know, like taking a little peek behind the curtain to see how the magic is done. A magic trick. Woo! Why am I Michael Jackson? Woo! So, you know, for my very first activity, I wrote about my original characters, and that made me had a little spark, not a little, a huge spark, to work on my original projects again. And it was so great, because the last time I actually actively worked on them was like 3 years ago, which is crazy, because ever since the Player's Fate started, I never gave my original characters much attention, and now I'm very happy with it. And I wanted to briefly mention a little bit about them. You're seeing them in this background of the speed paint in the background. The background of the speed paint is speed paint in the background. I can't speak. I can't make this. So just a little context. You know, the purple one, her name is Diva. She was actually the very first character I drew. The very first thing I drew when I got my PC back and before all the problems started. Sim, eu coloquei burguesinha no speed paint. Dane-se, o canal é meu. Eu posso botar o que eu quiser. Eu botei uma música do Lucas Nutilismo no pôster do The Player's Fate. Não reclama. Eu gosto das músicas do Lucas Nutilismo. Eu gosto. Deixa. Não reclama não, senão vai ter Michael Jackson. And well, Diva, what can I say about Diva? She's purple, like William Afton.
Toy Chica is William Afton.
I've been seeing a lot of FNAF stuff lately, a bunch of theories, that's why this popped into my head. But yeah, Diva is kind of purple, and that's her whole mark. She's purple. She's purple. I actually have been thinking about making her more human. You know how like human is like an orange shade, but you know, Diva's purple. She has been purple forever, and I'm happy with her being purple. So yeah,
Toy Chica is William Afton.
Ele fez de novo! Ele fez de novo! Mais uma vez! Ele é incansável!
But she is not my oldest original character. Diva exists since 2018. My oldest one is actually a little project of mine. Not a little, it's actually huge. It's an enormous universe that actually has a spin-off show. The name is Stellars. This huge universe of mine, you can presume by the name that talks about stars. And you are correct. It's basically about like living stars, alien race of living stars. And yes, I'm a big nerd of astronomy. Put it on the screen. Take a look at that. Actual geographically accurate maps of the planets of this alien race. Like, why? Because I had too much free time in geography class. I used to like geography class. I was like the only kid who ever liked geography. That was me. I'm guilty. I always liked geography. Just take a look at those maps, man. That's crazy. You know, I would love to talk more about Stellars because I've been actually revamping a bunch of stuff about this universe. And the protagonist of this whole story, the main story at least, is Amy. That is this pinkish girl that I'm drawing. Maybe you're seeing or not. I don't know. I don't know what the editing will be showing, but yeah, that's Amy. She's an alien. She's an alien. And also from the universe of Stellars, there's another character that is this blonde one with the braided hair. Her name is Nicole, and actually she is an alien that fled from the Empire of Star Wars. and fell on Earth, specifically in Brazil, but not on current days. She ended up here in the futuristic year of 2117. It's in the future. Because why not on the future? The future, let it be on the future. I've always liked futuristic stuff. It'll be on the future. I don't care. I've been thinking about not making the story be set in the future to be more realistic, but then I thought, who gives a damn about realism? I don't. So put the characters in the futuristic Brazil. I don't care. These ones, they are part of the same universe, but one is set on space and another one is set in Brazil, so it's a spin-off show. I kind of been naming it Supernova because Nicole has supernova powers, which, woo, cool. I said I like astronomy. And the last one that I am drawing, maybe you're seeing or not, the one with the horns and stuff like that, she is Ashley, and she is a human and dragon hybrid, and this actually is the most recent one that I have. Wait, hold on, I didn't mention the timeline. The oldest project that I have is Stellars. Stellars is already 10 years old, and then Supernova is 9 years old, it's almost 10 years old. Diva is from 2018, so 8 years old. Yeah. Ashley's universe is the most recent one. I've been working on it while I was in college, so she exists since 2024. Not her universe, because I think Ashley is from 2021, something like that. The oldest drawing that I have of her is of 2021, but yeah, this is the most recent one. The universe is only 2 years old. There's another project of mine that I don't even have any drawings of it because I'm still conceptualizing it. This is the most recent one. This is just a flowing idea that was in my head for a while. I only have the name, but I think the name is pretty cool. The name is Tale of the Evil Queen, and it's supposed to be like a, how do I say it? Like a spiritual successor to Ever After High. I've always liked Ever After High. You can't blame me. I have like a collection of dolls here because why not? This thing like seriously has like leave a mark on me, and yes, the player's fate ideas kind of, if you trace back, way back, they came from Ever After High. I won't explain any further. It's just funny how things work. Yeah, these are my original characters. I never really talked about them here. I don't know why. I want to try bringing them up a little bit more because they're a huge part of me, like as a person as well, because they existed for years, 10 years of my life, you know, and since I'm 20, it's like half my life, so I think it's a pretty big deal. And I felt like sharing it with you a little bit more about what I do other than the player's fate, because the thing is, I'm not just Undertale, I'm a lot more than that, and I feel like now is a good time for me to talk a little bit more about other stuff than Undertale, you know, bringing a little bit of my original universes, especially Stellars. I want to bring more stuff about Stellars because I have been so happy on like revamping the story after so long, and the pieces are falling in a nice way, in a nice domino. I'm trying to come up with a metaphor. It's not gonna work, but I'm just happy, and that's kind of why I wanted to make this video. I made this drawing. The drawing you're seeing the speed paint of is kind of supposed to be like this studio, and everyone is hearing like, what the name of the thing? Crachá? Como é que fala crachá em inglês? Eu não sei. Is supposed to be like Kara finding out, oh, so there are original stuff here. I'm not alone in the universe. Wow. Something, I don't know. It's just dumb, but I like it. I felt like sharing it with you a little bit. And also, I think the biggest thing that happened to me during the time of the World Cup, just to get you settled on when this happened, I kind of found my artistic identity. I kind of been trying to place myself in a little box, like, oh, I am a screenwriter, I am an animator, I am a FNAF fan. But I never found like a specific word that could define what I like to do. And during this whole time of me searching through my own original projects and the player's fate, I realized that the thing that I like to do is create universes and to present these universes in a way that is coherent and that is fun. And I think the best word that I could find that it can like suit my artistic identity is showrunner, because I think I kind of have a lot of bunch of stories. I like creating universes and telling stories. That's what I've always liked to do. When I was a kid, I used to say I wanted to be a cartoon creator, and it's just like a fancier word for this today, but I kind of like it, so there you go. So yeah, that's why I came here today. I just wanted to let you know what was going on behind behind the scenes. So hopefully my computer will continue working. Hopefully, I hope it does. And well, I hope you like knowing a little bit of what else Mary Mask does outside of the Player's Fate, and be on the lookout for more of the Player's Fate stuff, because right now things are going on a very good direction, and hopefully we will get more stuff of the Player's Fate soon, because man, 5 years already. You gotta get something. You've been waiting for far too long. I've been waiting for far too long. I gotta show you guys what has been on my mind, because I made some realization that I kinda already have the idea, the main idea for the season 1, like the rough idea, ever since 2023. Like, can you believe that? So hopefully very soon we'll get to see what has actually been in my mind. You know, I know the animation will not be like, wow, Underverse level of animation, but you know, I am not an animator, and this is what I can do for now while I am the only person that is handling this part of the production. So yeah, I hope you like it, and that's it. Thank you for listening to me. Seriously, thank you for listening to me, because I am a person that likes to talk, and knowing that there are people that are willing to listen makes me very happy. Also, someone gave me an idea to make a video answering questions, and I would love to do that actually. This is something that has been in my mind for a while, so if you want me to make a video just answering your questions, let me know. You can ask them in Portuguese, because I do speak Portuguese. Do you believe it? I was born in Brazil. Estou pasma. So thank you guys for following me through all this time. I thought it was something that it was cool for sharing with you guys. And yeah, I managed to do this video. The recording is a lot shorter. Oh, nice. Congratulations, Mary Mask. And I'll see if I will name this thing Mary's Artistic Diary. We'll come up with a name or not. Or if I can call it Odisseia do Zóio. No, I'm losing. I gotta go. Thank you guys. And I'll see you guys on the Player's Fate voice acting review video. Ooh, oh my god. Bye. I did it. Para.
Para tudo aí!